Trey Gowdy joins us. Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Nice to see you.
How are you?
Your thoughts about Mr. Gruber, and now he's got a cartoon too. I guess he thinks adults are so stupid. Kids aren't buying health care, but parents are. They must need a cartoon.
I prefer SpongeBob, but I did watch his cartoon earlier today. I can't get past the irony to get to the arrogance, and there's plenty of arrogance. But when an administration holds itself out as the most transparent ever, and then you confess that you have to use artifice and deception to pass your signature piece of legislation, and then you insult the voters in the process, who, by the way, threw out your party summarily a couple of weeks ago, and you're still getting public money to continue the indignities and the insults. Shame on us if we don't do something.
Well, and this is the thing that's interesting about it in his cartoon. In his cartoon, he says, in part, that he knows that the Obamacare will succeed because it's based on successful reform in Massachusetts. Massachusetts was successful because it got a $400 million grant from the federal government. The Obamacare, this nationwide health care, isn't getting a grant from anybody.
Right. I saw that today. I mean, he was bragging about essentially getting the rest of the country to pay for the Massachusetts health care plan.
And then that's the sort of the successful model.
Right. Well, there's no place our country can go to dupe somebody into giving us $400 million.
Which is why he probably thinks we're stupid if we bought that.
You know what? I think people showed that they were pretty smart a couple of weeks ago. And I think anytime you base any piece of legislation on the fact that your voters aren't going to read the bill, or aren't going, you believe they're not going to understand the intricacies of the bill, that's dangerous for a participatory republic.
So what happens? I mean, whether you like Obamacare or not, you got to hate the way this went down. I mean, nobody read the bill. It was incomprehensible. I tried to read it myself, and now you've got them admitting that they use lack of transparency to get it passed, that they think the people are so stupid that they could slick the people.
Well, when you have an insomniac with Tourette syndrome, you don't interrupt him. So we're going to let him keep talking for as long as he will talk. And then when he's through insulting our fellow citizens, then we are going, what I would recommend to the Speaker and others is have a series of congressional hearings primarily that focus on the money that we spent on him. I would love to ask him, when you apologized, did you apologize because you said it, or did you apologize because you meant it? I mean, I think he meant that we could not have passed this bill if people had been paying attention.
That undermines the democracy. I mean, I don't mind the insult's a big deal. I mean, people say nasty, rotten things to each other all the time. I'm okay on that. I mean, it's pretty arrogant what he did. But what's even more disturbing is to undermine the democratic system by being deceitful knowingly to get something passed. That's different.
But Greta, when somebody is so much smarter than we are, and knows so much better what's in our best interest, and they happen to have a PhD behind their name, it's okay when they lie to us because they have our best interest in mind, and you and I just are not smart enough to know what is best for us. It is the arrogance. If I could get past the irony, I would get to the arrogance. But this transparent administration can't tell you the truth about its signature piece of legislation. That irony is just rich to me.
Congressman, nice to see you. Welcome back to Washington. Nice to see you, sir.
Thank you.